Guys, Ogs here from the US. Thank you for watching. And today I am going to talk about George Weah. Going back to memory land, because there are so many people out there who think that Chelsea was created in 2004, but they are ignorant and they are jealous. The reality is Chelsea have a very rich history. We had the big stars. We won cups, European cups, long before Abramovich bought the club in 2004. So, George Weah is the current president of Liberia, and he played for Chelsea. And for me, he's a legend because he won us the FA Cup. Fact. George Weah played for Chelsea only for one season, 1999 to 2000, but he won more trophies than Harry Kane with Spurs for 7 seasons. Mr. George is the only African player to win the Ballon d'Or.
Having that day, and Chelsea did everything for me to participate in that match for the day, and came on and scored a Luna goal. I think it was very inspirational, for the players, for myself, because after all the hard time.
Sutton wrestling away from Gilchrist. Wow!
Zola. Morris in space. They've turned it around in barely 90 seconds. Weah celebrates.
It's it back from Zola. In towards Weah, and he's managed to get it over the goalkeeper.
Well, that fell nicely for Di Matteo, or he won it rather well. And George Weah, and Chelsea take the lead. And we're only 2 minutes into the match.
But this tie only came alive in the 23rd minute. However, Chris Sutton was wide of the target. But it seemed to inspire the Blues, and good work from George Weah kept the ball in play. Gustavo Poyet couldn't believe his header hit the crossbar. However, 10 minutes later, the same two players combined to score the opener. Weah's header, this time Poyet made no mistake. Chelsea went into the break with a 1-0 lead. The Blues were in the ascendancy again in the second half. Leicester were furious when Sutton wrestled down Taggart. The striker's cross was wonderfully turned in by Weah. The chances of Leicester being involved in another penalty shootout were looking increasingly slim. Martin O'Neill was looking increasingly fed up. The likelihood of Leicester overturning the 2-0 deficit diminished still further when Steve Walsh blatantly elbowed Sutton. Graham Poll gave him his marching orders. The Foxes were down to 10 men and surely out of the FA Cup. But the numbers were evened up again in the last minute of normal time. A second bookable offence by Dennis Wise and a familiar early bath for the skipper. Chelsea were made to sweat when Matt Elliott pulled one back in the 94th minute, but it was too late to rescue the game. The win vitally important for Chelsea in the light of their faltering league campaign. Now strong candidates to win the FA Cup and gain an alternative entry into Europe.
Chelsea, who were looking to secure a second trophy in 4 years, take on an Aston Villa side making their first appearance in the final since winning the competition in 1957. The match was the 79th and last final to be played at the old Wembley, the home of English football since hosting its first cup final between Bolton Wanderers and West Ham back in 1923.
Four of today's Chelsea team were winners here 3 years ago. Leboeuf, Di Matteo, Wise and Zola. The unlucky men today, Albert Ferrer, and let's not forget Graham Lasso, both injured. George Weah gets the vote over Torre Andre Flo. Weah starting alongside Gianfranco Zola for only the 6th time. Fabulous challenge on Alan Wright. Cross from Zola, in towards Weah! Weah wide. That was a really good chance for George Weah. And the look on Gianluca Vialli's face was that of, is this going to be our day or not? That's Zola, in towards Weah, trying to take it on his chest. Oh, and James did well there. Chelsea's arm a little bit, attacked the ball, and rode his luck and made a good decision.
But I think after that little bit of skill, he's entitled to something.
For the grapple, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a slip and a slide.
Zola to take. In towards their side. James lost it, and it's hooked into the net by Roberto Di Matteo. Chelsea in front. Third time Di Matteo has scored in a Wembley Cup final. It's a big, big goal for Chelsea. It's a bad, bad moment for David James.
Clive, have a look at Leboeuf on this. I'm sure he does. As he's whipping it across, an angel shot. Leboeuf has torn in, and I think that he may. All right, the keeper has dropped it so that it'll all point fingers at him. But he in half got a crowd seat to deal with there. There's about 4 blue shirts have run in front of him. Delivery's brilliant. Great area. You might question again now whether it was a free kick. I wasn't so sure that Melchior's little bit of a trick that got him pulled down was a free kick. What it does mean, Villa have got to drive and show a lot more initiative than they've shown.